you're aggressive. Now we come to the first reason you are getting rejected that you actually have an impact on. The big problem that you might face when you just start out with this whole approaching women thing is that you are not calibrated enough. This can easily lead to an approaching style that is too aggressive and too pushy. It admittedly took me a while to learn the difference between self-confidence, body language, and invading her private space. It took me even more time to understand the difference between seducing a girl with your eyes and staring at her like a creep. What can you do about this problem that you might not even be aware of? Whenever you have the feeling that a girl is intimidated by the way you approach her, you just have to address the elephant in the room. There is nothing wrong with asking her for honest feedback. Another way of preventing this problem is to listen carefully to her words and to observe her actions. As soon as you have the feeling that she is slightly uncomfortable, you can adjust your body language and your behavior in a way that makes her more comfortable in your presence. 2. Your intent is not clear. There are always two sides of the same coin, and when you turn the too sexually aggressive side around, you discover the unclear intent side. No matter if you do it through your words, your body language, your eye contact, or through sign language, it is absolutely necessary that you project your intent and that your sexual intention is clear from the beginning. If you don't do that, she will automatically put you in the friend zone. Besides the Sahel zone, that's definitely the last zone you want to be in. The tricky thing about approaching girls with an intent that is anything but clear is that you won't get rejected, at least not immediately. In order to prevent this time-consuming and frustrating process, you have to approach her with a clear intent. The more women you approach, the more you'll see the fine line between being too sexually aggressive and behaving like an asexual neuter. Have fun experimenting. 3. You are scared of being rejected. It sounds creepy, but women can sense and feel if you are afraid of them. That's why being scared of women, and especially being afraid of getting rejected by them, is the main reason you are getting rejected. It is a vicious cycle. The more afraid you are, the higher the chance that she will sense your fear and that she will reject you. This of course leads to even more fear and more rejections. The fear of getting rejected is closely related to the fear of being judged by other people. Therefore, you can easily overcome it by deliberately experiencing and surviving situations in which you are exposed to judgment. 4. You forget to smile. I have seen so many guys approaching girls with a face that looks as if the world was about to end in a second. And I am pretty sure that we both know the reason for this serious, intense facial expression. Whenever you approach a girl with a facial expression of a psychopathic serial killer with congestion, you are too much in your head. You worry so much about what might happen next and where the interaction leads that you can neither enjoy the moment nor concentrate on anything she says. The problem is that a girl doesn't think, oh, the reason for his angry and serious face must be his nervousness. That's all right. The uncomfortable truth is that she most likely thinks, why is this guy looking at me as if he wants to kill me? I feel really uncomfortable right now. I want to get away from him as fast as I can. 5. You make her fall asleep. If you have boring conversations, it is very likely that you are getting rejected. Period. Before you look for an excuse and tell me that the real reason for all the boring conversations you have is that all the girls you are talking to are boring, I want you to think about whether or not blaming her for your mistake will improve your dating life. I don't deny that you might meet a few girls who are absolutely boring. That happens from time to time. However, if you are constantly getting rejected by women and you have the feeling that the conversations lack passion, excitement, and connection, you should ask yourself what you are doing wrong instead of blaming them for everything. 6. You fail her tests. What do you do when you approach a woman and she smiles, but doesn't stop? Most guys back down and let her walk away without ever seeing them again. A successful seducer knows that a smile can be an indicator of interest. He knows that he has at least a 50% chance that she will stop the second time. What do you do when you approach a woman and she doesn't react at all? Most guys back down and stumble "I am sorry" before they walk away. A successful seducer knows that a girl who shows no reaction might test him to see how he reacts to it. No reaction? No worries. He continues with the conversation, and you hopefully do the same. Some women smile and thank you immediately after you have approached them, while others use the seconds of silence after the compliment for a little test. They don't do it because they are mean or because they want to see you cry. They just want to find out if you are the self-confident man you pretend to be.